Yo, how's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and welcome to another review of the Boruto anime. We're going to be covering episode 200 in this review. Wow. Now we're at 200 episodes of Boruto, only 20 episodes away from matching the amount of episodes Part 1 of Naruto had. That is crazy. But anyways, this episode covers Chapter 34 in its entirety, while adding some anime original scenes, which are all pretty nice, so yeah. So how was the episode overall? Well, before I get into that, if you're new to the channel and like this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It'd be pretty cool if you did that. Now, at the beginning of this episode, Kawaki is being treated for his injury he received from Delta, where she blasted Naruto and Himawari with her laser beam eyes, but Kawaki stood in their way and protected them, at the cost of his right arm. So he's being treated, and they can't restore his right arm because Konoha's technology is just not as advanced as Kara's is. So there's not really much they can do, but Naruto actually suggests they use one of the prosthetics that are basically designed for him. Like Katasuke points out, it's designed for Naruto and his chakra. So Naruto infuses his chakra into the prosthetic so that Kawaki can use it. Obviously he won't be able to use it when Naruto's sleeping. But besides that, Naruto is constantly basically pumping chakra into this arm, which just shows how generous Naruto is. He does have a lot of chakra anyway, so I guess it works out. But yeah, this scene is pretty much the same as it was in the chapter. So anywho, back at the Kara hideout, Boro is basically getting some maintenance from Amado, because he's looking for the traitor, and Boro hasn't come in for maintenance yet. But Boro clears out, so he's good to go. But that's when Delta's drone shows up, goes into this room with, as it's revealed, there's two other Delta bodies, and basically transfers data to the Delta bodies. And then Delta's back, and she swears revenge on Naruto, which Boro and Code basically tease her. And I like the banter that goes on between them. Even Delta's like, hey, I'll kill you before I go and kill the Hokage. I'm not really sure you can actually do that, Delta. Not spoiling or anything, but Code is actually pretty strong. Stronger than he looks. Anywho, they're actually talking about what happened. They're actually surprised that Kawaki stepped up and protected the Hokage's daughter. And Jigen shows up, he's like, what the heck, you were supposed to follow Koji's lead. That's when Delta basically reveals to everyone that, yeah, Koji is basically staying in the Leaf Village. He basically allowed the vessel to be captured by the Leaf because, he wants to gather intel. And that intel happens to be the fact that there's another Karma user out there, which surprises everyone. And Code over here is shocked, thinking that, hey, we checked the Hokage's body after Momoshiki died, and didn't find a karma on him. Because they all suspected that Naruto Uzumaki was the one that actually killed Momoshiki and not Boruto. That's when she reveals that yes, Boruto Uzumaki is the one with the karma seal. Because him and Kawaki were resonating with one another and gaining strength. So yeah, Boruto is the one that Momoshiki etches karma onto. And this pleases Jigen. And there's a really nice shot, which is basically straight from the manga, where it shows Momoshiki essentially holding Boruto like he's a puppet. And he's like, that damn Momoshiki. While he was on the verge of death, he managed to etch his karma before dying. I guess that's kind of redundant. But anyways, yeah. So this pleases Jigen, who's smiling. I wonder why he's so excited and so happy about this revelation. I guess we'll find out soon. Meanwhile, at the Hokage office, Shikamaru is basically chastising Naruto for what happened. He's telling him, hey, because I told you that keeping Kawaki in this village was a dangerous thing. If these people of Kara are going to come after him, you're putting the villagers at risk. Do you really want to take responsibility for that? And Naruto even acknowledges that, but it's funny here because Shikamaru's like, okay, but you know what? You're going to have more security, and this is not up for debate. And it's interesting because Konohamaru was basically chosen to watch over the Hokage's residence, which is something that was not in the manga, so I thought that was pretty interesting. So back at the Uzumaki household, Kawaki shows some interest in ninjutsu, which Naruto actually decides to accept him as his student from now on, and teach him about chakra and ninjutsu. So yeah. So then we have some training with Naruto and Kawaki, which Kawaki is over-reliant on his karma seal, which Naruto has to tell him, hey, don't rely on your karma seal, don't rely on scientific ninja tools, just rely on chakra and ninjutsu. That's what this training is for. We also get some shuriken training with Boruto helping out and Kawaki is struggling. He ends up using his karma and destroys the target, which I thought was kind of funny, because Yeah, he's not exactly supposed to use his karma seal, but he did anyways. But he managed to hit the target. So yeah. Now, it's interesting because in the manga, Sarada was the one that was training Kawaki on shuriken training. So what's Sarada doing? Well, she's actually with her father Sasuke. She's doing some Chidori training, which Sasuke demonstrates on a waterfall. So yeah, while Kawaki and Boruto are training, we have Sarada doing her own training, which I thought was pretty nice. And she actually manages to at least learn some of the basics for Chidori, if I can actually say it. Chidori. But anyway, Sasuke gets a note from his hawk, and it's from Sai. And it's to report to the Hokage's office immediately. So Sasuke takes off while Sarada continues training on her own. So, before I continue, there was an anime original scene between Boro, Code, and Amado, which Boro was eavesdropping on a conversation between Amado and Code, which they're talking about the traitor, and how Amado's waiting for the results of Boro's maintenance, which annoys him, as he realizes that he's being suspected, which Code has to tell him, well, there's a lot of others being suspected as well. Boro's like, I have no reason to betray Jigen, but you know what? You know, if there is a traitor and there's a lot of suspects here, we could just kill all of them and make a whole new group of inners. We have enough people or enough candidates seemingly for it. So if that's the case, let's do that. Which the Code and Amado over here are a little shocked. I don't know. I thought this was kind of a little funny scene. But anyways, moving on. We then have a scene with Team 7 and Kawaki, in which Boruto is buying some of those ninja cards that he loves so much. Kind of like Pokemon cards back in the day. But anyways, Boruto has no luck, and he continues to get Lord 7th cards, which he's getting sick of. Kawaki, on the other hand, the very first time he actually gets these cards, he gets an ultra rare card, which is the Minato Namikaze card, which he has no idea who this is, which it's Boruto's grandfather, Naruto's father. But he has no idea who this is. But Boruto, he got the Lord 7th card, which Kawaki offers the trade, which shows that Kawaki is respecting Naruto more and more as time is going on, which I thought was really nice. But anyways, the episode comes to an end with Kawaki seemingly having completed the vase that he broke. But there's one piece that's missing because the vase is leaking. So he goes to get that piece, and that's when he's basically telling Kawaki, sit down, don't leave Naruto's side. And that's where the episode comes to an end. So overall, I thought this was a good episode. It was a fine adaptation of Chapter 34, as this is more of a calm down episode between chapters, because Chapter 33 and Chapter 35 are both crazy chapters. In Chapter 35, when that reveal comes, I'm not going to say what it is, but there's a certain reveal that's coming up, I believe 2 episodes from now. If they actually go through and adapt it, it is going to be a game changer for a lot of the anime onlys. You're in for a surprise, that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, I just like this is a calm episode, and I like how Kawaki's learning ninjutsu. I think that this is all good stuff, good material for his character. So I like it, but I also appreciate the anime original scenes that the anime is doing with the Kara members and fleshing them out. And I love what they've done with Boro, because he got some more screen time in this episode. And I like his personality. It's better than it was portrayed in the manga. Like, you didn't really get to see him so much in the manga, which was disappointing in my opinion. Then we learned that he has a religious organization, which the anime explored in the previous episode. So, yeah, I love what the anime is doing. So, yeah. And just like the Kara scenes in the episode, I like the anime original scene with Sasuke and Sarada training, and Sasuke showing her the Chidori. It's all really nice build up to what's basically coming up in the future of the anime. So I have to applaud the anime for doing this. I'm just really I'm kind of concerned as to what the anime is going to do, because we're at basically chapter 35 now when it comes to the anime adapting the manga, and there's currently only 58 chapters of the Boruto manga. So what are we going to do when we basically start catching up to the manga? Are we going to do some anime original stuff, or are we going to get filler material? Or is the anime going to pause for a little bit like Black Clover did? I'm not really sure what direction Studio Pierrot is going to take with the Boruto anime at this point. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities on the table, so who knows. But despite that, I do appreciate a lot of the anime original stuff that's going on right now. I think Pierrot is doing a really good job fleshing out a lot of characters and fleshing out a lot of moments that the manga didn't touch on. which is one of the things I don't like about the manga. There's just a lot of details that are just blatantly missing, and the anime is doing a fantastic job filling in those holes. So yeah, hopefully things all work out. Alrighty guys, that's pretty much all I got for this episode review. So overall, a good episode. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. So guys, in the comment section down below, what did you think of this episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Post your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys later.